Do you guys remember this? Yep, it's the end of the game. It's past the final boss, and I decided to use a new suit. I'll have to explain it afterwards because you're not going to be able to see much of it throughout all of this. But, hello everyone, I am Pep580 and welcome to a new episode of Spider-Man Miles Morales. Of course, I had to come back to the end of the game. I didn't really want to show much repetition of the main game whatsoever, so today we're starting off right here, and I just really wanted to see this section, so I'll finish my intro past the credits. Oh yeah, because it's not a spandex suit, it's actually impossible to see it breaking. Neat little detail, you can actually see Miles' skeleton throughout all that electricity. Last time I wanted to comment on that because that's LA salsa.
Man, I still can't get over that suit.
I know, right?
Gotta be me.
Well, we may be underestimating the potential danger.
I said, get him out! Now!
Can you guys believe that I didn't actually address this beforehand, but that's actually Dr. Kurt Connors.
Goodbye, Finn.
Of course, we have finished the main story in New Game Plus. And we did a good job, hero. Battle for Harlem was complete. We got a new skill point and we got the trophy plus. There it is, complete the game on New Game Plus. Except, it's not really complete. It has just been beaten. However, there is a new side quest to do. Now, before I go there, I just want to explain my comment about Dr. Kurt Connors a little bit. Given all of his ties in movies and in comics to other characters and villains, for example, in Spider-Man 3, Kurt Connors was seen studying the symbiote and was starting to get indications that he would later go on to be the Lizard, which we got to see in The Amazing Spider-Man 1. We got to see the Lizard, and obviously in No Way Home very recently. So, we have a lot of things to expect out of all that. So, Kurt Connors is here, they announced Spider-Man 2, and so we're gonna be getting Venom in that one, and it's just gonna be a lot of things. There's just gonna be a lot of things.
Hey, Ma. You busy?
Not too busy. What's going on?
I just left Trinity Church. And I was thinking about Finn. And
Tell me about it.
she saved my life and yours. Everybody's. She's the one who put us in danger in the first place. But after seeing what happened to Rick, I get why she did it.
People are messy. Take your Uncle Aaron. He's the reason Krieger's in jail. And he helped us get people out of Harlem. But every time I look at him, I think of all the pain he put your dad through.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a judgment on Finn's life, Nicole. Or her death. Just remember who she was, and why you loved her.
You always know what to say.
That's my job. Call me back if you need me. Entiende?
See? Te quiero.
We can now replay completed activities. Of course, we got a new side quest, and yeah, this an arm steal, huh? Well, hey guys. No, I really didn't talk much about it last time. I just said like I died 3 hits now because we were at a bigger difficulty. I should have gone a little bit more into detail with that, probably, maybe. I'm playing in Ultimate difficulty, which is higher than what we did for the Let's Play, which is amazing. So, yeah, we're doing good. That guy is already in the car, so I don't think... Yeah, he's gonna try to run us over. Okay. You guys never learn, do you? You're the only one in the car, dude. You're not gonna be able to get rid of me so easily. And so, yeah, that means that we get hit for a lot more. However, due to New Game Plus allowing us to level up further and more upgrades and whatnot being available, then, well, you know, that is a very weird place to stop, Spider-Man. So saying, we have one more suit to go through. This is the spider training suit. This is the same exact thing that Miles was wearing at the very end of the DLC of Spider-Man, the game for PS4. We have one more to unlock. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. But first, I gotta come over here and unlock the very last one. Threat sensors temporarily slows time after a perfect dodge, which we're not going to equip, but it's a cool thing that we could unlock it nonetheless. And for suit mods, I still have 2 more to go. 6 hidden combo applies a venom stun to the enemy, which we don't really need. But we can also grab this 50 attacks after a perfect dodge, do 50% more damage for 5 seconds. That's good. I have already completed pretty much every other thing to do, except for a couple of side quests that are open right when you finish the game. So 2 side missions to go, right over here, Memory Lane and Cat's Pajamas. Right now, Memory Lane is active. I do want to do the other one first, so that next episode we can focus on that and make a close on the Let's Play, as that is the very last thing that we're going to have to do. Apart from that, we've unlocked pretty much everything else, except for this. I didn't actually craft the last upgrade for the Holodrone, so as I do that, fatal exception, Holodrone explodes when it deactivates, knocking enemies back, which is pretty helpful whenever you summon them. Apart from that, that's all the upgrades that we can get. I did grab a lot. Can I, Miles, please just go up. I did get a lot of activity tokens while doing crimes and doing all the side quests again, so we're gonna have those out the wazoo. However, what's most important to me is...
Great news. Roxxon's prototype labs in Manhattan are kaput. And so are their reactors.
Finally, with the labs and Krieger gone, feels like Roxxon's butt has been firmly kicked.
I bet they'll be staying out of sight for a while.
Good. Because I don't want to drain any more reactors.
You said it, buddy. But I'm glad we were able to do this together.
Me too. Until our next adventure?
Which'll probably be 5 minutes from now, right? Deal.
What's most important to me is that we see absolutely everything in the best way possible. So for right now, all these are good. We're gonna go into Cat's Pajamas. We're gonna activate that one.
Hey, is this Spider-Man? It's Dale, from the bodega. Hope this is an okay time to call. It's Dale, by the way, from the bodega.
Hey, Teo. What's up, man?
Hey, listen, Spider-Man. My Spider-Man, you know, my cat, took a liking to you.
Oh, yeah? I like him, too. Good cat.
So, you know, I just wanted to say, if you wanted to come by and hang out with him sometime, or like take him for a walk or a swing or something, you know, that'll be okay, is all I'm saying.
For sure. I'd love to chill with him. Thanks, Teo.
Oh, man, that's great. He'd love that. I'm gonna tell him now. You're a good one, Spider-Man. See you soon.
Teo's great, man. I love that guy.
Fleeing criminals, I see you! I too love Teo, he's a great man. I like his cat too. Spider-Man, needs a cat, don't you know? Spider-Man, the cat just rules. I really like Spider-Man to break in. Spider-Man just of them, yay! Actually, now that I think about it, I don't really think it's going to be much of a run in between these two. Like, I don't think it's going to be enough for 2 episodes. Now that I think about it a little bit more. Thoughtfully, clearly. We're already here, so... I mean, I could have fast traveled, but then we wouldn't have gotten all the cell phone conversations.
Hey, good to see you. Been telling everyone how you saved Spider-Man.
You ready to swing, Spider-Cat?
You two look great.
Ready for anything.
Get out there and stop some crimes, you two.
That's right, we're ready for everything. Aw, Spider-Man's traveling with us. And this is why this is the best suit. We got Spider-Man the cat, Spider-Cat, with his mask on and all that. It's so cool and cute and all that. It's amazing. So, yeah, that's basically that. We've completed all the activities at this point. I don't think there's anything else left to do. Kinda think he does too. Yeah, it doesn't give you any activity tokens because it immediately unlocks the suit. But that's basically it. I thought there was one more crime type to go through, but I don't think there's actually that. So, at this point, one more thing that I want to do before we completely end off on that is, from the top, read all the way to the bottom of this social feed. This is going to take me about 5 minutes, 5 to 10. So let's see, this is by the beginning of the adventure, and we're going to end up 4 weeks after, or something like that, by the end of the game. So, was on the lookout for crime with his new fantastic sidekick today. That's what they see. Precious baby, please pet them for me. Brooklyn Spider-Man 42. Will do. Fantastic indeed. I'm glad someone notices how pawsome I am. One-on-one with my boss today. He's so happy with my work at Feast North that he's thinking about promoting me. Fingers crossed. Seriously, where's the other Spider-Man? Maybe his mentee needs help. I trust the new guy. Me too, but man, this is a lot for anyone to deal with, especially someone new. Stop aiming for perfection, you're already there. Roxxon? More like rocks off. Take that! Don't mess with Harlem. Oh, I know. This is supposed to be Twitter, I think. It's so funny. It was scary for a while, but I'm glad this Roxxon Plaza mess is over with. So glad El Barrio was our one Spidey to keep us safe. Has our one Spidey to keep us safe. So, new forms clean. New energy source was really unmasked Roxxon like a cartoon villain. Blowing up bridges all along? Yes, it was. New York has 2 Spider-Man. That's it. That's the post. Oh yeah, that's the tweet. Okay. Been thinking, maybe the spider aliens are not the real threat. Maybe they're just pawns in a larger intergalactic war, but why won't they tell us? What plans are they still hiding? Aliens are real? In light of recent events, Simon Krieger's employment at Roxxon Energy Corporation has been terminated. Effective immediately, we will have no further comment. Man, can't believe the New York's got 2 guys named Spider-Man. Next thing you know, they're gonna start naming animals after them too. Great idea! And there's a pregnant aardvark at the zoo. I'm gonna start an online petition. Well, we currently have Spider-Man on our backpack. Producer Jared, be sure to catch an exclusive interview with newly elected City Councilwoman Rio Morales and Just the Facts with JJJ at home. Simon Krieger is behind bars. Finally, anyone else feel like they can excel for the first time in weeks? I have never seen anything as heroic as what Brooklyn Spider-Man 42 did saving Harlem from that awful new form stuff. Thanks, little man. We owe you for our lives. What Brooklyn Spider 42 did for us in Harlem, he is a real hero. So proud to call him our Spider-Man. No thanks needed. It's what we spiders do. You won my heart. Harlem, that is. Haley from Harlem. They're so cute. They're so cute. The Daily Bugle. Krieger arrested. Former head at R&D at Roxxon Corporation charged after massive leak shows widespread cover-up of the adverse health effects caused by the company's experimental energy source, Nuform. That started out a little bit like J. Jonah Jameson and turned into something completely different. We survived the storm, but our margarita spilled everywhere, so I can't really say it was worth surviving. Thank God I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. You wouldn't answer your phone. You didn't show up for the party. I do still not understand how bad this storm was. Guys, I think I saw the new Spider-Man like half dead. You okay, dude? Has anyone tried this new friendly neighborhood app? Does Brooklyn Spider 42 really come and help you out? Yes. Whoa, that was a bright flash over Harlem. Everyone okay down there? Oh, thankfully, yes, except for one person. Don't trust Roxxon. They only care about monies. You think one of those spider dudes could deliver me a pizza? Just kidding, I mean, unless... Do not try to distract the Spider-Man with your pizza needs. Are you kidding me? Hey, it's a New Yorker's God-given right to get pizza however they can. Just got a dozen winter roses for my girlfriend. Love her so much. This CD was a lot safer when Sable was around. What? No, it wasn't. I agree, it wasn't. I think I have a crush on this new Spider-Man. Did you already have a crush on the other Spider-Man? TIL, I have a type. Oh no. The masked vigilante type. I'm a professor of bromance, a regular bromeo. Get with the program. I have a very extensive vocabulary, an expert in brotography, and I am a practitioner of broga. I've worked at 3 different offices in the last year, and without fail, my coworkers always get into the same argument. Is a burrito a sandwich? Is ravioli a dumpling? Is cereal a soup? Yes, it is. Okay, but are 2 cupcakes squished together with icing in between a sandwich? Of course, that's textbook sandwich. This is where I'd show a picture of a piece of ham between 2 huge biology books and say, no, this is a textbook sandwich. ADHH, always be having ham. It's snowing a lot right now. I guess this is the storm of the century they've been warning us about. I just learned the moons can have moons, so obviously now I'm browsing space telescope websites and spiraling into an existential crisis over deep field photographs. Brooklyn Spider-Man 42, or Brooklyn Spider 42. Hey, there's a bunch of people in purple and some in red armor taking it out in Harlem. Maybe you could do something or whatever. It's a scary time to be a Harlem resident. There's chaos in the streets. Just remember, we will get through this together. Good will always triumph over evil. Sending love to you all. Hashtag Harlem Strong. You are well on your way to being the favorite daughter and maybe even the favorite child. My mother, who has 1 kid. Attention! Stay away from Harlem. If you are nearby, take shelter immediately. Roxxon and Underground in active conflict. Shots fired. Yeah, lots of them. The weather we are having in NYC right now is what I've been waiting for since winter started. Bruh, the storm of the century is incoming and this is what you've been waiting for? What kind of weather weirdo are you? Wow, I'm loving this storm. Time to find some snowflakes and hopefully not freeze my hands and feet off, lol. Saw flashing lights at Oscorp Science Center. Did they do raves now? No. Good thing you did not go over there. Storm of the century! It's here! Bundle up and batten down the hatches. Plus, how to keep your children occupied if your power goes out. That's actually, believe it or not, a very good topic. Nowadays, children do depend a lot on electricity to keep themselves entertained, so that's a really good topic to write about. We have received numerous reports of violence erupting outside Roxxon Plaza in Harlem. We are advising all employees and nearby residents to seek shelter immediately until the area is secured. Hashtag, we're here for you. This underground group seems not very chill, but I do for real want to try swinging those purple bats I see them carry. I'm trying to have a serious conversation and my autocorrect is all like, have a Spider-Man reference. Spider-Man's not a serious conversation? Big Moon. Nice. Anybody catch that speech by the Tinkerer, Underground's leader? Scary stuff. So, who's organizing the Underground? This Tinkerer person? The Underground have been around a while, y'all. They've just never been a big deal. Wonder what made them change. The Tinkerer. Hashtag Rio Morales is the change we need, people. Hey, the Underground, I know you're really busy smashing up businesses and cops alike, but if you could also destroy the salt stains on my boots, that'd be great. Anyone try out that new Spidey app? I hope someone robs me so I can. Yeah, no. Don't hope for that. Think corporate elite put out a new Spider-Man every time they need more muscle? 1 wasn't enough, now we got 2. Hashtag makes you wonder. Spider-Man takes down and exposes Wilson Fisk. This guy, Spider-Man is a copyright enforcer, am I right? That was to cover up... God. That was to cover that they work with him. Wake up! Oh man, glad you told me. Were we supposed to be getting paid this whole time? Yeah, like, for real, dude. Ever look around at Rhino, Vulture, and multiple Spider-Man and wonder, when's the Aardvark gonna get some superpowered lore? Love. Strong agree. Aardvark for the win. Hot tip. Spilling coffee all over your sleeve is a great way to keep that bold, full-body aroma going all day. I kind of approve of this. Hashtag Danica Life Tip. My daughter knows about Santa now. She's officially too old. Wish Spider-Man could fix the weather like he fixed the trains. Just learned that napping will make you feel worse if you do anywhere between 30 to 89 minutes. And if you do less than 30 minutes, it has to be between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. That's oddly specific, and you wonder why I hate naps. Well, yes and no. I was trying to expand my podcast list to more than just JJJ at home, but do people really listen to this Danica person? Hard pass for me. Did you see Spider-Man bust up those underground guys trying to rob that truck? It's a Christmas miracle. Oh my gosh, saw a new Spider guy on a roof beating up ghosts. S2G. Keeping NYC safe. Okay, hear me out, guys. Electro gets sent to the raft. Then we get a new Spider-Man with, wait for it, electric sap powers. To be fair, I haven't seen the new Spidey and Electro in the same place at the same time. I'm not saying he's Electro, but he's clearly Electro. Y'all need to get out of the house. Grocery. This is way too much like Twitter, and I hate it. Grocery delivery guy said he can't make it because his car slid off Braithwaite Bridge. Man, only way to cope with all this is shopping spree. I have so many books. So many books. Please buy some books for me. Gently used and very loved. Ooh, sign me up. I love this city. JJJ at home is the only news I trust to tell us the truth about hashtag plague bridge explosion. Oh my gosh, Spidey just saved me from muggers. It's a Christmas miracle. Not everything is a Christmas miracle. Yes, it is if you hold the spirit of Christmas in your heart every day. I love Christmas 1225. Wow, that's a fanboy. The internet is so much better if you don't read the comments. And yet, Twitter is basically just a gigantic comment section. It's so cold, even for New York. Dang, delivery app says the soonest food will arrive in 2 hours. Looks like it's ramen for dinner again. Hashtag the struggle. I want ramen. Hey, Brooklyn Spider 42. Who's gonna clean up all these webs? They dissolve. Don't worry about it. Basta ya. Stop breaking the community. Hashtag Morales for City Council. Thank you, Vote for Rio. Hello, New York. It's mighty beautiful here. Just want to say have an awesome day. Keep making the bacon and don't let the cold get you down, eh? That's what I'm talking about. With a glowing heart, we will start. Don't let the moose get on the loose. And a lot of rhymes really don't make any sense and should not be the way that you write everything. Anybody know who the Tinkerer is? I want to debate them. No. In the heat of the chase, Spider-Can had not noticed that a storm had blown in, blanketing the town in an ivory blanket of snow. The distant voices of the townspeople cried, and throughout the haze... cried throughout the haze, sorry. Knowing where his greater duty lay, Spider-Can flung himself into the hazy sky and back towards Yorktown. Okay. Brooklyn Spider 42, I'm seeing a lot of underground activity outside of the Science Center on the Upper West Side. Please investigate. Even while Mom's on a trip, she calls International to pray with us while we light the candles. Aw, Hanukkah! Oh my gosh, I just saw Brooklyn Spider 42. So cute! You don't see my face, though. Brooklyn Spider 42, can I borrow your web shooter? No. First terrorists take the life of her husband, and now more masked ghouls go after Rio Morales. When do we say enough? Basta ya. Hashtag Morales for City Council. If you reply all to a work email, thread the same time as another person, do you create a branch reality? I don't think so. Maybe? No. Don't care what people say. Spider-Men are heroes. Thanks, Guadalupe Lions. Guadalupe. Happy holidays, everyone. Maybe all the supervillains will be in the spirit and give us a break this year. Wouldn't hold my breath. Seriously, didn't work on Rhino. Do I play video games first and then study, or the other way around? Study, then games. Better to get the important stuff out of the way before you unwind. Smart! Spider-Man encourages academia. Of course. My mom is torn between hating all my holiday cooking and insisting I cook more to show my love for the fam. Make up your mind, Ma. Yeah, for real. Sometimes I hate listen to JJJ at home, but then I remember I have some self-respect. There is no such thing as Wyoming. My daughter. Ha! Ah! Those are the best comments. Word of advice, research your vacation itinerary ahead of time. The Oscorp Science Center was my top on my list, and it's closed for renovations. Just got to wave at Spider-Man, and it was probably the most exciting moment of my life. Amazing. Man waves at Spider-Man. Long night day at work. Just getting off, and I want a hot pizza. Is that so much to ask at this hour? We got you covered with our 24-hour delivery to anywhere in Manhattan. Thank you, Pizza Man Eddie. Pizza from Eddie. It's open 24 hours. Brooklyn Spider 42, happy holidays. Thanks for making NYC a better place. Happy holidays to you too. Happy to help. Weird that NYC wall crawler hasn't said anything about the people blaming Brooklyn Spider 42 for a bridge explosion. Yay, he's on vacation. I decided to make a performance-enhancing body wash formulated especially for gamers. Get good, scrub! Oh no, it's the comments on my Dark Souls videos. Guys, Brooklyn Spider 42 looks distracted. Get the fireworks ready. We're gonna get even with that teacher who gave me an F. Wait, what? Hey, the trains are working again and I can finally go to my job. Gracias, Spider Hombre. You're saving Harlem. No hay problema. Oh, the new suit Spidey is wearing is so sleek. That rat be poppin' though. I gotta make a hat with that same scheme. Can you make a little sweater for my pet hamster, please? He's a big Spidey fan. That's so cute. I wanna see that. Haven't seen Spider-Man, the original, since the fight with Rhino. You guys don't think Rhino got him? Don't even say that. What if Simon Krieger is a witch? Explain how Newform got approved for use in Harlem so fast. Also, money. Money makes that. The new Spider-Man and the Tinkerer were seen running across the exterior of a ship. If anyone has photos from this event, please send them directly to our photo department. Thank you. Anyone have a dog I can borrow for the day? Just like take for a walk or to the park or something? Oh, I hope that you feel better. We're spreading that the new Spidey got the trains up and running back in Harlem. Tech expertise must run in the family. I assume they're related. Not related, but, you know, thanks. Hello, New York City. Cool picture. Actually, looks weird. It seems like it was taken from a very low perspective. Kind of weird. In the unlikely event that a zombie apocalypse were to break out and I were to become infected, I want to make this very, very clear. Do not hesitate to destroy me. I destroy you right now for the right price. Same. True friendship. You know, giant purple saw blades of destruction aren't so bad once you get to know them. Delete this. Thank you. Is this tower open again? Nope. Many people tell me you'll never get anything done if you're so down on yourself. Not true. My way just involves more crying. Now my coffee tastes sad. Well, I can't do much for you except maybe put a little bit more sugar on it. I don't trust Roxxon. I heard it was their new form stuff that blew up the bridge, and they want to use that to power the new plaza? Yeah, that worries me. What else aren't they telling us about this stuff? How little they've got. Sounds like it all went up in smoke when the bridge blew up. Don't know how the plaza's gonna open. Spider-Man is a menace! Roxxon Plaza with Snowfall. This is why I'm in art school. Hashtag modern art. Hashtag the world we live in. I could not read that properly in the first try. All this Roxxon talk about blaming Spider-Man is a typical corporate misdirect. He works for them. They can make him a patsy without ever worrying he'll go to jail. Nah. Not buying it. That's how they operate. You just don't get how these billionaire companies work, do you? It kinda seems like you don't really get how these companies work. Down with Roxxon, up with the people. Vote Morales. This sounds like something the Tinkerer would say. This sounds like what someone with common sense would say. Morales is the best candidate for city council in years. Anyone else hearing those strange noises around Roxxon gas stations? People drive in Manhattan? Unfortunately, too many people drive here. Yep. The city that never sleeps needs to shut up for 20 minutes so I can catch a nap. Hashtag stop honking your horns. Only 20 minutes? Take what you can get, man. 20 minutes is a lot. It's very good for a power nap. Yo, check this out. Never change, NYZ. Have you registered to vote? Vote hashtag Morales for city council. Wait, what's this picture? I cannot see anything out of that. Probably Roxxon something, explosions. Anyways, the news is going on and on about the storm of the century, but it's a pretty young century still, so it's probably fine. The fact that it's so young does not mean that we can't label stuff super exaggeratedly so that people actually pay attention to it. I mean, the biggest storm in 20 years is still pretty big, don't you think? Worth preparing for. We are prepared. We've got margaritas. Come hang out. It's gonna be great. Ha! And this guy's margaritas fell down. Looking forward to the never-ending parade of clickbait about NYC having 2 Spider-Man. What 2 Spider-Man means for New York. Number 6 might surprise you. I hate you, Facebook. Serious question, how do you do a writing portfolio of fanfiction, incomplete novels? Do you put a cover letter in there? I really could not be able to tell you. Have you all read through Rio Morales' plans for Harlan? It's so great to feel hopeful again. Spent all day phone banking for Morales' campaign. Couldn't be prouder to do it. It's been colder than ever this week. Maybe this storm of the century thing isn't a hoax. The Soufganiot are the ready for our visit to Omas, but my cheeks are not. Wait, what? Take her advice. Eating more will pad your cheeks for the pinch. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, JJJ at home. Leave Spider-Man alone, you coward! Here at Roxxon, we'll believe in responsibility. That's why we won't let attacks by mass vigilantes stop our important work. We're here for you. Hey, I'm a PDNY officer. This is a throwaway account. And, guys, Rhino never made it to the raft. Someone's covering something up. Uh-oh. It's getting worse, by the way. Roxxon and Underground saw a fight break out on my street this morning while I was walking to work. Had to duck behind a magazine rack. Thought I saw Underground in my bagel shop this morning, but I think I'm just on edge, seeing them everywhere. That's because there was a lot of them. Whoa! A couple of Roxxon bros just rolled through Trinity Church with Rhino? There was a huge scuffle with Spider-Man. Is nowhere safe? I don't think so, man. No way, I heard Tinker was there too, but they were working together. Roxxon just saw an opportunity to fix the situation and took it. Roxxon working with Rhino, Spider-Man working with Tinkerer. Which side is the good one? What is happening in Spanish Harlem? Whole barrio's falling apart. Oh yeah, there was a whole conspiracy. Yeah, it was fault of Wilson Fisk. I have such a tough time concentrating while writing. How do writers stay focused? I don't know how readers stay focused. Check social media every 30 seconds for answers. Nice. Well, this new friendly neighborhood app is awesome. We need one of these for back home in Stockholm. Oh, well, wow, okay. Anybody heard of this group, The Underground? Is it like a new gang or something? Halloween's still better than Christmas. Don't at me. Thanks a lot, Spider-Man. Now the bridge is out, my commute to work is crazy long and I was late and got fired. You owe me a new job. Hashtag worst Spider-Man. Grumpy commuter, you created an account exclusively for this dude. Spider-Man, lol, man is fixing trains, say the hashtag brushheads. Well, he is. Few things make a man happier than finding a box of peanut butter cookies under the bed. You're really going to eat those? How long have they been there? Actually, it took me way longer than I thought, so, yeah. At any rate, now that we've gotten through all of this was supposed to be, you know, your bonus video. So I did go through all of it. It does scroll quite slowly. You can make it go a little bit faster if you go post by post, or both at the same time. So that's it. As you see, there was a thing. We unlocked a new trophy for that. Socially Acceptable was the name of it. So that's it. Go through the entirety of this social feed. When you finish the campaign and you will get the trophy, no questions asked. However, I still have new things in my collection, namely podcasts. I've got absolutely everything else in this file too, so don't worry about that. As for benchmarks, I do have everything except for Speed Freak, which I'm hoping to get while we do the last thing to do in the game. And one last thing that I'm going to cover now that it's, bonus episode, I suppose. Characters. We did these beforehand, so this is Miles Morales, also known as Spider-Man. Height 5'8", weight 140 pounds, age 17. I did correct myself last episode saying I thought that he was about 15. No, he was bit at 16, so he was becoming Spider-Man at 17. Place of birth, Brooklyn, New York. Occupation, student at Brooklyn Missions Academy. Feast North volunteer. Aliases, Spider-Man. Bio. Until a year ago, I was just Miles Morales, your average kid from Brooklyn. The biggest thing I had to worry about was keeping my grades up. But things changed. Dad was killed in Martin Lee's attack on City Hall. Mom and I moved from Brooklyn to her childhood home in Harlem. And, oh yeah, a genetically engineered spider bit me, and I developed powers. Now everything feels like it's been flipped upside down. Mom and I are figuring out how to deal without Dad, and I'm getting a handle on living in Harlem. Plus, figuring out how to be a superhero. That's a whole other thing. Pete, my mentor, is helping with that last one. Update. So, Pete's leaving town to join his girlfriend, Mary Jane Watson, in Symkaria. I don't know how I'm gonna handle doing this on my own. Am I really a hero, or just a kid playing pretend? Another update, not gonna lie, it feels pretty good to be Harlem's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Powers and abilities, superhuman strength and agility, can adhere to most surfaces, web shooters fire high-density polymers that dissolve in 1 hour. Spider Sense acts as an early warning threat detector, pretty decent at mixing beats, fluent in 3 languages, English, Spanish, well, ASL is a work in progress. Update, bioelectric ability, Genki named Venom. Cool, right? Another update, optical camouflage. For real. There we go. So that's the first one. Then we got our best friend, Genki Lee, clocking at 5'9", 210 pounds, age 17, same as us. Place of birth here in Harlem. Occupation, student at Brooklyn Visions. Alice is the guy in the chair, the gangster. Here's his bio. My best friend, coder extraordinaire, dependable ray of sunshine, creator of Speed Nonicon, a mobile game he spent over a year polishing and tweaking. Yankee Lee is the reason I didn't wash out when I started Brooklyn Visions Academy. If I hadn't met him, I don't know where I'd be today. He's the first person I told about my powers, and he freaked out in the best way. Dude immediately started working on ways to help. He built a next-gen superhero app, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. If it does half of what he wants it to, it could revolutionize how Pete and I protect New York. Only downside, Yankee does not know how to take credit for everything he's doing. He says he's happy supporting me, and I definitely couldn't do this without him. But still, maybe when he finally puts publish on the app, he'll learn to take a compliment. Maybe. Update. The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app totally works, and it's dope. Powers and abilities, software engineering wizard. Bottomless well of nicknames and jokes. Tells it like it is, but in a nice way. I really want to see more of Genki in the next game, to be perfectly honest with you. Genki is such a great guy, such a great character, lots of representation in a very good way, and yeah, just very good to see you all around. Then we got Finn Mason, height 5'7", weight 127 pounds, age 18, so she's older than us by a little bit. Place of birth, Brooklyn, high school student, and Alice is the one and only Finn Mason and Rick's little sister. It doesn't feel right to call Finn a friend. She's more like my sister. We grew up together in Brooklyn. We were basically inseparable until a few months ago, when we just fell out of touch. That's probably on me. Between moving to Harlem and training with Pete, I haven't exactly been the best friend lately. Finn's older brother Rick started racing her after their parents died. He's super supportive of her love for engineering. I've always loved science, but Finn is next level. If she patented half the stuff she invented when we were young, Velocity skates, sonar goggles, she'd be a gazillionaire now. But Finn's not interested in money. She's out to change the world. There are a few people I can think of with as much passion as her. Update, Finn is a tinkerer. I can't believe this. But I guess I have to. No wonder we lost touch. Last update. I miss her. I always will. Powers and abilities, dunking on me, brilliant, passionate, tenacious, really into hot sauce. That's how you know your friends are family. Because you feel them that way. One more for the family. We got Rio Morales, 5'7", 140 pounds, age 42, born in Harlem, occupation city councilwoman, middle school teacher. Alice, Miss Morales, or Candidate Morales, or now, Constable Morales. Bio. If you want to know tough, step inside a middle school classroom. Mom's a middle school science teacher, which makes her an awesome city council candidate. She grew up in Harlem, and I can tell she's glad to be home. She says it's changed a lot, and I know it's not all for the better. She has an itemized list of plans to help the neighborhood if she wins the city council seat. A big one, making sure Roxxon follows through on its neighborly promises. Now that it's just her and me, I feel weird not telling her about the Spider-Man thing. Pete says it's safer for her and me, but I wish I could tell her. Update, I told Mom the truth about being Spider-Man. I think it rattled her, but she took it pretty well. No surprise there. I'm so glad I don't have to keep this from her anymore. Another update, Mom won the city council seat. Councilwoman Rio Morales has a great ring to it. Powers and abilities, tough, compassionate, fearless, and gives great advice. That was Mom. Here's Dad. 5'10", 145 pounds, age 44. Born in New York City, New York, but also, well, I don't know if it was Manhattan, but sure. Occupation, police officer. Alice's Officer Davis, or just Jeff. Dad, I got my love of science from Mom, but Dad taught me right from wrong. He was killed by Martin Lee at the bombing of City Hall, and he died the way heroes do, saving lives. He worked for this city's police department and spent most of his career chasing Wilson Fisk and his associates. I still think about him every day. I wonder what kind of advice he'd given me if he knew I was Spider-Man. I hope he'd be proud. Best dad there ever was. Move on to the Rhino. 7'5", dude. 7'5", 710 pounds. Age 42. Place of birth, Irkutsk, Russia. Occupation ex-MOP enforcer, also now a Roxxon enforcer for some reason. Alice's Russian regulator. Otherwise known as Alexei Sitsevik. I met him during the Devil's Breath crisis, or hid from him, more like. Slightly different story now. Pete says Rhino's been trapped inside his mech suit for years and months out, but no one can figure out how to take it off without killing him. Almost feel bad for the guy, except that he's the worst. He's supposed to be in the raft, but it's been undergoing repairs for months, so he was temporarily placed in a lower security prison, and broke several cells wide open according to Pete. He may not be the smartest cookie in the jar, but boy is he the meanest cookie? Now that the raft's repaired, he can finally be transferred to a place designed to hold people like him. Update, turns out Rhino never made it to the raft. Simon Krieger decided to keep him as a giant, mean, muscly enforcer or pet. Oh, and gave him a new armor. Cool. Powers and abilities. Superhuman strength and nearly impervious to harm, thanks to his mech suit. Resistant to extreme temperatures, electrical shocks, explosive damage, and most acid solutions. No sense of humor, too. Then we got the Tinkerer. Well, 5'7", 127 pounds, age 18, born in Brooklyn, occupation leader of the Underground, alias Finn Mason. The Underground spray paints her face on every surface they can find, and no wonder. She's their leader and behind all of their plans to take down Roxxon. She's also my best friend, almost my family. Is this how Pete felt when he had to fight Dr. Octavius? As excited as I was about becoming a superhero, I never stopped to think, hey, what happens if one of my best friends turns out to be a supervillain? Superhero life is complicated. Update, whatever the Tinkerer's plan is, it's tied to what happened to Rick. I have to figure this out. Another update, the Tinkerer wants to blow up Roxxon Plaza. She's planning to attack before it opens so there won't be casualties, but still, I can't let her do this. Still more updates. The Tinkerer's plan to destroy Roxxon Plaza didn't account for updates to the reactor. If she goes through with it, she'll wipe out Harlem. I have to tell her. Powers and abilities. Genius-level intellect augmented by her invention programmable matter, which allows her to 3D print weaponry, shielding, and enhancements for her physical abilities. Very, very cool. Concept-wise. Next up, our mentor, Peter Parker. 5'10", 167 pounds, age 24 now. Place of birth, Forest Hills, New York. Occupation, superhero. Alice's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, webhead, and web slinger. Gotta be honest, I still think of Spider-Man and Peter Parker as two different people. Spider-Man's the hero of New York. Pete's the kind, dorky dude and who signed me up to volunteer at Feast after my dad died. But when I stop to think about it, Pete being Spider-Man makes total sense. He always puts others ahead of himself. I know it's been hard for him since his Aunt May passed last year. Getting back together with MJ helped a lot, and we've done our fair share of grief swapping. Dude definitely needs a break, though. I looked up to Spider-Man since I was little, but now he's my co-worker, boss, mentor. We haven't really clarified titles, but I'm so lucky to get to train with the one and only Spider-Man. Though as he keeps reminding me, he's not the only one anymore. I hope I don't let him down. Update, it's gonna be tough doing this job without Pete. I know he's only gonna be gone a few weeks, but still, a lot can happen. Another update, a lot did happen. Pete's still catching up on everything that went down, but he's proud of how I handle it. Whew! Powers and abilities. Can adhere to most surfaces. Superhuman strength, can link up to 10 tons. Exceptional agility. Web shooters allow rapid travel from point to point. Spider-Sense acts as an early warning threat detector. Can rattle off dad jokes like no other. And that's a talent. That's a very big talent. Dad jokes are not easy to make up in the spot. This is Aaron Davis. 6'2", 225 pounds, age 41, place of birth Harlem, New York, occupation subway worker, aliases Uncle Aaron, Unc, and the Prowler. My cool uncle. I used to spend a lot of time at his place. He taught me how to mix beats and play pickup. Uncle Aaron and my dad had a big falling out a few years ago. Dad never told me why, but he made it clear he didn't want me hanging around my uncle anymore. I didn't see Uncle Aaron again until Dad's funeral. Since then, Mom's been pretty clear she doesn't trust him any more than Dad did. I'm sure there's a reason, but I miss him. It sounds like Uncle Aaron's trying to get his life right. He took a job at the subway and he wants back in the family. I want that too. Update, my uncle is a Prowler. His falling out with Dad makes way more sense now. I can't believe Mom and Dad never told me. More updates. Uncle Aaron's serving time. He blew the whistle on Simon Krieger, and his work with Roxxon meant they both went to prison. I miss him, but I'm really proud of him. I know Dad would be too. Powers and abilities, serious electrical engineering chops, survivor, subway maintenance, and never misses a 3-point shot. But how about his counterpart, the Prowler? 6'2", 125 pounds, 41 years of age, born and raised in Harlem, New York, occupation thief for hire, aliases Aaron Davis, and Uncle Aaron. Turns out my favorite, only uncle, is the Prowler, also known as one of the best thieves in New York City. His falling out with Dad makes way more sense now. He's had a bunch of no-good clients in the past, like Roxxon, wonder what they wanted him to steal, and Wilson Fisk. Roxxon must have left a bad taste in his mouth, because he keeps telling me to avoid them. I'll try, but I've got responsibilities I can't ignore. Luckily, he seems okay with helping me, even if it goes against his the fights you can win rule. Update, he told Roxxon where to find Finn and me. I think he was trying to keep me safe, in his twisted way, but man, this hurts. Another update, I had to cut him off, just like Dad did. I didn't want to, but trying to lock me up. But trying to lock me up so I can protect the city, that crossed the line. I don't know when I'll be able to trust him again. Update 3, no one could ever catch the Prowler, but flipping on Roxxon landed him in prison. He finally fought a fight he knew he couldn't win. Powers and abilities, athletic, wears a state-of-the-art suit to augment his natural physical traits. Advanced tech he builds or liberates from others. Coolio. Next up is Rick Mason. 6'1", 190 pounds, 24 years of age. Place of birth Brooklyn, New York. Chemist at Roxxon Energy. Alias Finn's big brother. Finn's older brother. They're super tight, but Rick made sure I never... They're super tight, but Rick made sure I never felt like But Rick made sure I never felt left out when we hung out together. Rick reads scientific papers like they're crime novels. He reads those too, and he knows every pre-70s R&B album backwards and forwards. He took a job with Roxxon in research and development a few years ago. I don't know if Roxxon's on the level, but Rick is. As long as he's there, they can't be all bad. Update, Rick developed Nuform for Simon Krieger. Not hard to believe Krieger stole credit, but it sucks. Nuform was making Rick sick. Is that why Finn robbed the convoy? Another update, Rick is gone. Simon Krieger killed him. No wonder Finn's going after Roxxon. I wish I could have seen Rick before he died. I looked up to him so much. Powers and abilities. Can solve any puzzle in 30 seconds or less. Photographic memory. Somehow pulls off being cool and a nerd. How? There's a lot of cool nerds, dude. Then we got Simon Krieger, the man himself. 6'3", 200 pounds, 37 years of age. From Tampa, Florida. Oh, no! Head of R&D at Roxxon Energy. Alice is not really any. Just Simon Krieger. The head of research and development at Roxxon Energy and creator of Nuform. Or at least its best salesman. He's got the energy of a tech startup millionaire and the poise of old-school New York money. Depending on who you ask, he's either the city's bright future or everything that's wrong with it. My mom thinks it's the second one, but he seemed pretty nice when I met him. I guess we'll see. Update, Simon Krieger's as cold and ruthless as they come. He was behind Rick's death, and he knows Nuform makes people sick. I need to stop the Tinkerer, but I can't ignore this guy either. Another update, Krieger is in prison. The Prowler flipped on his former employer, and Roxxon's distancing themselves from their former head of R&D. See ya, bud. Powers and abilities, lots of money and education. Suave. Great hair. I really have a thing against saying suave, but I know that that's how you people pronounce it when you speak English. I would pronounce it suave, because that's how it's actually said in Spanish. Suave. My neighbors. Cool people I've met around Harlem. Teo Alvarez. Teo runs the bodega on our block. Purveyor of coconut-based products and owner of the best cat in Harlem. Teo's a community staple. Gloria Davila knows firsthand how feast changed lives. When they asked her to manage the Harlem shelter, she got tears in her eyes. She denies it, but she totally did. We're all trying to carry on May Parker's legacy. But Gloria, she lives it. Caleb Ward, seriously friendly barbershop owner. Always in on the local gossip. He's connected to everyone in Harlem's commercial strip, and he looks out for his neighbors. Now he knows, so does Spider-Man. Camila Vasquez. She owns and does the majority of the cooking at Pana Fuerte, the neighborhood's best Puerto Rican restaurant. Her arepas rival Abuela's. Not that I'd ever tell Abuela that. Haley Cooper. Street artist and activist whose work focuses on local heroes, Urban Decay, and the deaf hard of hearing community. Her art was featured in the Daily Bugle twice, before she helped organize Harlem's King's Day Parade. She's really awesome. Powers and abilities. Teo Alvarez, Harlem Pride, no-nonsense attitude, cat lover. For Gloria, incredible resilience. Caleb, scissor maestro, friend to one and all. Camila Vasquez, a god-tier cook, fearless. Haley Cooper, an incredible artist, smart, brave, funny, great taste in scarves. Aww. The Underground. Founded, unknown. Headquarters, Fifth Tower. The Underground has always considered themselves a young mafia, but they couldn't hold a candle to NYC's bigger players until the Tinkerer took over. Now their shape-shifting weapons make them a serious threat. They don't care who gets caught in the middle of their fight with Roxxon, and I don't see myself getting a good night's sleep for a while. Powers and abilities, equipped with the Tinkerer's programmable matter technology, allowing them to 3D print high-tech weaponry on the fly. And last but not least, Roxxon, founded in 1932. Headquarters, whatever they can pay the lowest taxes. An energy company that's here for you, according to their website. Simon Krieger's face is on every Roxxon ad. He claims their energy source, Nuform, is the future of clean, safe, sustainable power. They plan to prove it at Roxxon Plaza, when they install Nuform in their super high-tech reactor. Okay, sure, but why does an energy company need to outfit their guards with giant guns and tanks? Mom's skeptical and thinks Roxxon's paving over Harlem to make a quick buck. I've learned to trust her instincts on this stuff. Update. Roxxon blames me for what happened on the bridge with their Nuform exploding, the Tinker getting away with the only surviving canister. Which means they're gunning for me. Have to watch my back. Mom was totally right not to trust Roxxon. Nuform makes people sick, and Krieger's working hard to keep that fact from the public. Update 3. Roxxon doesn't just want to kill me. They want to stun me. Ugh. Final update, hopefully. Since Uncle Aaron exposed everything Roxxon was covering up, the company's taking a huge hit in profits and public trust. I mean, duh. Krieger's in prison, and Roxxon won't recover for a long time. Powers and abilities. Security forces equipped with state-of-the-art weaponry, including an exosuit that gives them enhanced strength and durability. Quite a bit of durability, if you ask me. That's a lot of durability over there with that one. So now we can call this an episode. We got through to the ending of the game. We started the extra part, what is called the post-game now, finally. And we read through a lot of stuff. So that's it. We can redo any of these whenever we want. If you want to redo a story mission, you can do any of these whenever. And that's basically it. You can go up and go for the first one, hold on to your web shooters, or go all the way down to the last one, the Battle for Harlem. And you also get a location for all these. Even the ones that unlock side quests and stuff like that. You can replay through all of them now. So that's cool. Apart from that, we've done absolutely everything else. There's nothing else for me to unveil, technically speaking. And we're going to be going with our Bodega Catsuit later on, next episode. For the actual ending, we are at 99%. We're going to go through to the actual ending and talk a lot about one person specific, but that's going to be next time, okay? Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!